Hi guys, Harry Yotis here, professional trader for 20 years. Started my career in 2005 and still alive and going strong in 2026. My, today, the penultimate day of January 2026. This is Thursday, the 29th of January. Look at this. Huge sell-off and then bought back after, okay? Can't you guys see this wick? We're looking at a picture of the S&P 500, the SPY, for the 29th of January, okay? And the big news is Trump murders the market? Maybe, who knows? Okay. Well, we'll get to that soon. First, the technical picture. Let's bring in the moving averages. This is very interesting. As this huge wick, which is, by the way, technically very, very bullish, everything got bought back. It hit this 685 level that we had and almost touched the 50-day moving average before going up. So this is, I would consider, you could literally consider this a retest, even though it just lasted very, very briefly. Well, this to me is very, very strong, okay? So the technical picture still above the moving averages, still strong. Yesterday we mentioned that barring anything fundamental, like maybe Trump comes out and attacks Iran, that this is going to probably finish higher. Well, he's going to attack Iran. That's what we got today. And down but get up. Okay, so let's get to it. Still, technical picture, bullish sentiment. Greed. We were at 65. We dropped all the way to neutral on that big dip, that big wicky candle, and then brought it back to greed 61. So look, still neutral. We have room to go higher in all these. And look, I'm sure a lot of puts were bought at the lows after today's dump, even more than previously bought. So the put call ratio is still at extreme fear. Unless it's broken. It could very well be broken, but I don't think so. You can just feel people buying puts at the lows. So you had this sentiment. It's still greed, but not enough. This is 2 days of greed now. I thought like the market would tank and today, and it would stay there. So I would come up to you guys today and say, up, just 1 day of greed was enough. Boom, back down to neutral. But you can see that this market is climbing a wall of worry. Every little move down, people are like buying puts. Very, very scared. 1 foot out the door. That's why I'm bullish. And on Thursday, we get the AAII investor sentiment survey, which I like. About the same as last time. A bit less bears. That's pretty good. However, it's still about average bears and above average bulls. This is the bullish side I would like to see, but the bears are still hanging on too tight. This tells me that we haven't solidified the happiness or greed or euphoria in this market yet in order for us as bulls to be worried. So, not worried yet. Okay? So, still bullish, loving this wicky candle here. Okay, it was a little scary in the beginning. Can't even get 1 day of a sell-off given Trump's warlike stance. Okay, so technical bullish, fundamentals bullish, and sentiment bullish. Okay, so we did get one macro print today. I like to look at the initial claims, the initial jobless claims in the U.S., and they came in at 209,000. Nothing. Basically the same as last week of 210. No recession yet, guys. This isn't exploding. Okay, so adds to our bullish case. The macro adds to it. Okay, so macro, nothing breaking down, everything else bullish. Okay, despite what we saw today. So let's get to the big news. Trump murders the markets. Okay, so what happened? Trump says massive armada heading to Iran. Warns time is running out for a nuclear deal. He's basically trying to say to the Iran, get rid of your nuclear weapons or we're going to attack. It's just a precursor to war. You know, we all know his agenda. He just wants to start wars everywhere in the Middle East. Okay. So what did we expect to see on this move? So we expect to see oil up. Okay. And yes, we got oil up right at this level, this key level 65, which I'm going to look to short. Okay. I should have done it today. I'm going to short even more. My short now is not looking that good. I have a very small position, but it's still negative, still down. Okay. So even war with Iran, not enough to destroy this downward trend. Okay, so you expect to see oil up, gold up, which it was up in the morning, and then look at this massive sell-off all the way down to almost 500, like 5,100, from 56 to a 10% down move, and then bought back quickly. Guys, it's an indecision candle, but this like sort of didn't even alleviate at all the overbought conditions, quote unquote. But we don't care. We don't look at overbought when there's a strong trend. Okay. We just want something like this to happen. I'm waiting for this move. I thought it would be today. And then the next couple of 2, 3, 4 weeks, we'd get like a consolidation around the 5,000, which is what I was hoping. Okay, secretly. I don't know if we're going to get it. Maybe. If war persists, You're seeing gold trying to be smashed. I don't know why they smashed it when war is going to happen with Iran. You go up to these manipulation claims where in the West they're trying to manipulate the price downward, and in the East they're buying it. So we have gold smashed, and it's the same thing with silver. You expect to see it up during this wartime period. Boom, it was smashed again. From 121 in the CFDs, which is basically European silver price, 121 down to 106, 7-ish. Boom, bought back up, just like gold. Doesn't alleviate, it's the exact same chart, okay? We're waiting for a move like this to be consolidated. Hasn't happened. But you have to see this up during war times. You're not. So I guarantee you, I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm just going to say there is a very, very strong chance that in the Asian markets open today, they're going to buy the crap out of it. They see that trade tensions escalating and they need physical among, even before there was a war, they wanted the physical. So they're going to see the price the same as yesterday. They're going to buy it. Okay, and I think the same with gold as well. Other nations, the BRICS nations, are buying it, and they're going to continue to see. Gold is trading at the same price it was before the war or the saber rattling with Iran is, commenced. Yeah, I'm buying more. So that's why I think in the Asian markets are going to buy it. Maybe on Friday, the last day, they're going to try to smash it again in the West. We'll see. But from now on, guys, I'm expecting this to be higher. However, if it does, I'm expecting it. I shouldn't say that. I want it to go lower like this. I want it to do that, but we don't always get what we want, okay? It would be beautiful if it goes down, consolidates around the, breaks at the 4,900, 48, and then goes up again. That would be beautiful, okay? And by the way, these moves are not that sharp because this is not a log chart, okay? This is a 10% move. Before, a 10% move would be like, this is a 5% move, okay? So this is a 10% move. This would be like a 10% move equivalent, I would say. So this looks worse than it is, but you have to log it, okay? Doesn't really matter. That's neither here nor there. The point is what we expect going forward. I expect this, I don't expect it. I hope that it goes down so we can pick up some more, okay? And we also saw Bitcoin, the expectation. Bitcoin, you should see it go down during war because it's a risk on assets. So when there's a war, boom, gets smoked. Okay, right at the bottom here, right at these levels during the capitulation low was here, right at these levels, okay? This is what you want to see. Like Bitcoin, that's why I didn't want to buy it. I don't think Bitcoin sustains a move higher with the rest of the general market because I like SPY. I'm bullish SPY. Okay, look, this is where we started getting very bullish. Look, it went up and Bitcoin still down. That's why, this one. That's why I don't expect it. I didn't want to really be in it, and you guys shouldn't be in it. It's too weak. It's too weak. Not there yet. We're waiting. We have time. We don't have to trade Bitcoin. Okay, so I think because of this smash, there were people caught long expecting this breakout, and they probably got rid of it, got rid of their Bitcoin and other assets, maybe SPY. I think I can't be certain, but I think that's what contributed to the drop in SPY in the morning, and then it was bought up quickly afternoon. Okay, so like if you can see the intraday chart of SPY, a 30-minute, you can see, boom, smash. This was at 9:30, boom. And then after 11 o'clock, constant bid. Okay, and it's the same with gold. Very, very similar move. Okay, so let's go to the daily. And let's reiterate, okay? Because that's it. That's all that happened today. Still looking forward to tomorrow to see what happens at the end of the day, but really, it's SPY bullish. This is a very, very bullish wiki candle. This is what you want to see if you're a bull. You have the sentiment here at greed. It just started. 2 days of greed. Still neutral, the market momentum. Plenty of room to go, and a lot of people buying puts. And even the AAII sentiment, there's still a lot of bears, average bears hanging around. This means that once bad news happens, these guys are going to go forward. These guys are going to try to buy more puts. Okay, so I like the bullishness. This is what you expect to see, but this is too much. Too much. We're not at happiness or euphoria yet in the market. We should, as the market goes higher and starts shrugging off news. Okay, we're not there yet. Okay, we also saw initial claims, a paltry 209,000. Guys, the macro, the fundamentals are still strong for this economy. Okay, it's still going up. Okay, despite what Trump says. So, or the market or whatever the naysayers say. I shouldn't say Trump, but the naysayers. So, and does Trump really murder the market? I don't think so. The question mark is, I don't think so. Even with a war, look, war looming. Maybe if it actually does invade Iran and it's not a short, Venezuela type affair, it could go down. we have to be open to that possibility. But as of right now, this market looks very, very bullish to me. We have gold waiting for a crack. Today wasn't it. I thought it would be. I thought it would be something like this or like this. Nope. And I was waiting for it, waiting for like 2-3 weeks of consolidation after a drop to buy it. Not today. We'll see. Silver, same thing. Waiting. Not today. It's at the 117 high. Why is that special? Because we mentioned it before. It's the Hunt Brothers $50 high from 1980, indexed, applying inflation to it. Like after the cost of inflation, it's about $117 in today's money. So this is the Hunt Brothers high we're hovering at. Okay, so that's pretty good. And Bitcoin, stay away from it. I don't like it. I don't see anything positive coming out unless we have more consolidation and a real breakout. This was a fake breakout and then destruction. People were just looking to sell. Stay away from this space for now. It's not where the money is. So that's it, guys. I hope you like what you heard. Of course, like and subscribe, and I will appreciate it. And leave a comment, and I will answer that as quickly as possible. And I try to answer everything. So don't be afraid to ask any questions, okay? Oh, and one more thing before I leave you guys. Copper ripping to new highs. Keep an eye out for copper. All right, that's it. SPY. Waiting for tomorrow, the last day of the month. If we go to finish at new highs, this is very, very positive for the market going forward for the whole year, actually. So 2026 might actually be a good year, guys, and not a crash like everybody thinks there's going to be one. All right, later.